Hello and welcome to Flory Models Daily Show. Here we are on Friday the 6th of December 2019. After what has been a very up and down week for me. Obviously we had the highlight of the turkey shoot and coming down off the back of that, and then obviously feeling flat ill, terrible and all the rest of it. Various doctors' things all week. And anyway, I'm still here, so nothing to worry about on that part. But generally, it's been one of those that has been very stop and start, trying to get going and sorting other things out as well, and running the other side of the business and all of those bits and pieces. So I felt like I really haven't got on until yesterday, when I actually put a full day in painting the actual book missile system, which you can probably see just down in here. And really, as I say, it was one of those ones where it got started with it. Didn't think I'd get quite as far ahead as I did, but once you got into it, it was very much that therapeutic thing. The paint was flowing nicely, I had a few bit of music in the background, and it really went very, very well. First time I've been using the actual AK Extremes in anger. When I say in anger, I mean properly, instead of on bust or a bit of plastic art and stuff like that. Okay, and I have to say, I've got on really, really well with them. I do like them. The coverage is brilliant. They've got fantastic coverage. The paint is quite thick, which is handy because I don't know if you can see it on here. We've been talking about it on a lot of the live shows. I'm not sure there's 10mm in here. Legally, I'm sure there is. It's just that I don't know. It's just there's a lot of glass around the bottom, and we've been showing it on a lot of the live stuff over the last few weeks if you've been watching. But you're comparing Tamiya to guns to these, it looks like there's getting more and more and more glass on them and less paint. But anyway, it says 10mm, but when this is empty, I'm going to flush it out and see exactly how many mil are in these. But yeah, so anyway, I learned something with this particular paint. You can see the actual full build on this and explain, but you see this? Yeah, that's with X20A in it, and it doesn't like it. And again, this is one of those nice things that when I did the review of it, which was well over a year ago now, you might remember we got all the little colour cups of paint out, and we did everything from literally lacquer thinners through to water, and everybody's in between. So we used IPA, everybody's different types of thinner, just to see the compatibility with this particular paint. Now, one of the claims of this paint is you can pretty much thin it with absolutely anything. It's fine even down to water and lacquer thinners. So I thought, okay, well, you know what I'm like. When I do each build, I don't like to just say, okay, we're going to go off and we're going to use A, B, and C, because I like to change things up so you guys get a more fair sort of, look at the hobby from all sides, not just what I use, but maybe what you use or other people use. So I try and mix and match it up a bit. So I thought, well, for this time, I'm not going to go down the lacquer route because I know this stuff works with lacquer and we don't have any problems with it. I'll try something else. So I thought, okay, we'll try a little bit of Tamiya X20A, and that's what happened. It split. And it's gritty and it just doesn't flow, and it was horrible. So I thought, well, that's not very nice, that's not working well. So let's try just alcohol as the next resort on this one. So I just tried IPA. Mine's 99.8 I think, or 99.5, something else like that, IPA, so, or isopropanol alcohol. So it's pure alcohol basically. It's beautiful, very, very smooth. And also what I like about it, and this is one of those things I'm sure people will let me know, but when I was spraying it with or when I have sprayed other paints with IPA, so such as guns or Tamiya and things like that, because it's quite a very sort of thin, very hot thinner if you like, it tends to dry out on the needle. And when it dries out on the needle, you get the thing of a little bit of dry tip, it backs up the airbrush, so you're always having to do that thing of flush it out, perhaps clear the needle because it's got build up onto it, stopping and starting, spitting especially, things like that. But actually this, I don't know what's in it, but instead of it being in the thinner, I think this has got like a type of a retarder or flow improver in the paint itself, because just with isopropanol alcohol, or basically IPA, I didn't have any trouble. So what I did was I locked the trigger down. It's a 0.2 needle nozzle, using my Procon airbrush, and I literally just set it and off we went. Okay, and we just went jolly off on this one all the way around it, and then I must admit we thinned it a little bit more, lowered the air pressure, got a little bit closer and tightened up for the camo work, and to do some touch-ins and some corrections and things like that on this one. And actually it was beautiful. It was one of those where normally when you're doing camo work, it can be one of those things. It's either going to go lovely or it's going to fight you all the way. Since I've switched over to lacquers pretty much for everything, I don't have any problems with it. Using Hitaka or Tamiya lacquers, which are my go-to lacquers these days, you put it in your airbrush, you mix it up, you've got a good mix, you just don't stop, okay? You can just go on forever. Lock the trigger and just carry on. This did exactly the same thing, and I'm surprised because obviously this is some type of hybrid paint, and obviously just used in IPA. I just thought we'd have a few little things. I thought we'd be back to the old school of like blowing out your airbrush, cleaning off the tip, and away we go for another 10 minutes and then stop start. But actually I didn't have anything whatsoever. I do find their paints extremely flat, which is great for armour. I'd be worried about it for aircraft because I think aircraft need a little bit more of a sort of satin finish, so definitely. So this is very, very flat. It's not highly textured, it's quite a smooth finish, but it is definitely dead flat. So if you want something with a bit of shine in it, I think you're going to be overcoating this stuff rather than going in. From my point of view, it's working with me because I'm going to slightly distress it. We're going to be rubbing this paint down a little bit. We're going to obviously do a lot of dry brushing, a lot of washes, a lot of oils, and a lot of general sort of marks all over this thing, really to bring it life. But I just think the paint is very, very flat as it is. But you can see it's got a good solid colour and finish to it. So actually, thumbs up to AK. I do quite like it. It's really, really nice. My concern is how much you go through, because I've used probably just over half a bottle just to do the green work on this, which isn't brilliant. But then I look at it and thinking, doesn't seem to be much in the bottom of that. There's a lot of glass in there and not a lot of paint. But I would love to just tip all the paint out to see, but the paint's very thick, so you can't just tip it out because otherwise there's a lot left in there. So we don't know. I don't know. We will see. I'm sure somebody out there has got an empty bottle. If you've got an empty bottle of this, take it off, wash it out, put a load of just water in it, and then decant it into how many mil are actually in that bottle, because I'd like to know. Anyway, you can actually see part 6 of this right now. Part 6 is going to get you into the green section, so it talks about all the primer, talks about doing the missiles, the white tops on the missiles, the masking, things like that, and then obviously we put onto the actual the buff colour, which actually looks very yellow till you put the green on with it, and then obviously we put the green coat on, stops about there, and then on Monday you're going to get the next part of this one, which will cover then finishing off the green work, doing the black work, and then making our way through, because to be honest I'm going to work on this a little bit over the weekend, catch up with a little bit of work and push on with it, and then hopefully we'll get this one done. I should think by the end of next week we'll be completely finished off. To be honest with you, I'm going to play a lot with weathering on this. I'm going to spend a good couple of days doing weathering, showing you various different techniques, using various different things, right the way through to using AK weathering pencils, which they could be a gimmick, they could be useless, but actually I want to give them a fair try. I know lots of people who use them and actually like them, so I'm going to give it a proper try with them, use them on anger on something and see how I get on with them as well. But say there's lots to come on this particular guy. It's doing really, really well, thoroughly enjoying it, and actually now we've got it to this stage is the bit I like. I like doing the painting, the weathering, the playing with it and stuff like that. The only thing is I've got to do the tracks yet, so I've painted up the tracks, they're ready to be fitted onto it, but they're going to be a bit of a fight to get them in. Aftermarket or workable, I think it'd be a lot easier. These are allegedly workable, but to be honest, I've glued them in solid because, they just keep falling apart. So anyway, lots to see on that one. Go off and see part 6 is up now. Part 7 will be on Monday, and then obviously we get part 8, hopefully finishing it off end of the week as we make our way through. For people who are asking, Millennium Falcon, I'm going to start next week. I'm going to get a couple of days into the Millennium Falcon. Obviously, it's the big one. It's going to be my run to Christmas and into New Year, which is going to be doing the Bandai Master Grade Millennium Falcon. I always do something sci-fi this time of the year as we move into sort of Christmas, and you always get the Star Wars films come out and all the rest of it. So that is my one for that. Really excited. I've had it sat up there now for the last couple of years, and yes, it'd be really nice to get it down. If you haven't seen the review of that one already, I've done a review and we did a side-by-side with the old Fine Molds one, which obviously I've got the Revel boxing of it, but it is up there so you can see all about that one as we make our way through. Thank you to everybody who joined us last night. It was me, Andy, Steve and Nathan, just the 4 of us up on last night's show. As I say, it looks like we've got rid of all our little technical gremlins now that I figured out how the new YouTube works, which is quite handy. But anyway, thank you to everybody who joined us with that one. It was a lot of fun, as always, make our way through. Anyway, you might be wondering what this is. This is one of those things. People say I don't listen and I just do whatever I want. Well, clearly I do, because this is a very limited run of the Flory Models butter. Now you might remember the butter. This is Old Faithful, and actually I don't even got one here. Oh, I have got one over there. Hold on, get rid of these. I can't even get into them. This shouldn't be as hard as this. There we go, we're in. This is, if you haven't seen these before, where have you been? This is the original big buffer. Now you might remember a few years ago now, I think it was, we replaced it with the green and white one, okay? But everybody has been saying to me, mainly the team, if I'm honest, why don't we do these again? Because these have been very, very popular over the years. These are the indestructible ones that last forever. That just carry on. They are fantastic for doing all clear work. You can polish up with them. I thought they were just a bit too big and chunky. That was my initial thing to them. But, you know, yes, they're great and they do exactly what you want. But I just found that they were just a bit, you know, over the top. These, I thought, you know, because these are totally flexible. That's why I designed them this way. These clearly don't. So it's like, I just thought that these were better. But everyone's been saying to me, I preferred the old one. So fear not, these are staying anyway. But we will be bringing out a limited run, because literally that's about it of them. Of these are going to be coming out again. Okay, they're going to be available in the new year. Literally straight after New Year, they're gone to sale, because at the moment I need to package them and stuff, and I've got a million other things to do before I get to these. But they are coming out. I thought I'd give you all the heads up for them. So yes, I bowed down to your peer pressure of basically what we should have in the stock, but it is limited to whatever how many's there. And they will be out. So say keep an eye on things. They will be out first thing in the new year from probably January the 2nd, something else like that. They'll be available, limited time only, and then we'll go from there. But there we go. So they are finally back in after, yeah, it seems forever. So yes, don't say I don't listen to you, because clearly I do. Anyway, I thought we'd have a quick look round on the actual site, because obviously we are coming to the end of the year, so we've got a couple of the group builds and the various things going on. So if I just make sure we are in the right place, there we go. So if we just go over to the actual forum itself. We've got loads of you that are joining at the moment. A lot of the members are actually saying to me, quite rightly, about that a lot of newbies who are turning up to the actual forum. I hate newbies, I'll take that back. New members that have joined the site, I just hate the word newbie, I think it's so patronising. Anyway, but yes, joined the site who aren't using their real names, okay? And to be honest, I had an altercation, I think, with one of our new members. He knows who I am and he knows I'm only playing, because obviously he wanted to use his username, which I wouldn't say was rude, but could be taken the wrong way, okay? So I simply asked him if he wouldn't mind changing it to something else, which he has done now, no problem at all. I'm not going to say who it is, because if you didn't see it before, you wouldn't know any different. But anyway, he's changed it to his real name now, and it just makes things easier. The reason we asked for real names and not avatar names, or you know, the funny names and nicknames and things like that, is purely because, one, I have to read them out, because we're not just like a normal forum where no one's talking about it, you know, and stuff like that. I physically read out people's names. So if you've done a great piece of work, or I want to talk to you, I want to showcase anything, I don't like it when it's a made-up word, especially because I can't pronounce it. So I'm just going to mutilate it anyway. But I think also it is that thing. We are a very friendly, family-orientated type forum. So it's easier to be known by your Christian names. So that's why I'm Phil. You know, and obviously we have Steve and Andy and Nathan, you know, and Matt and things like that. It's purely because we are there. The other thing as well, when we meet you at shows, or you come to the store, or you come here or anything else like that, it's really nice to know the real person instead of their online persona. And I think that's what makes us different to anywhere else, is because we are real people. You know, we do talk to each other with that family feel, that gathering of us and stuff like that. So being able to use your real name is just a lot easier. And a lot of, obviously, members who have been with us now 10, 15 years in some cases and things like that, we've always used our real names. And now the system is fully automatic, as in I don't have to get involved with it anymore. So when you take out your membership, it just lets you in and does everything for you. If you come in as, I don't know, Ann Otter, then, you know, you can do that. You know, it's nothing to actually to stop that happening. We have a load of otters now in the actual site. But anyway, but there's nothing to stop it, because it can't, you know, discern a real name and obviously a made up name and various things like that. So, but what I would ask, if you have got a nickname, or you're going by, you know, your avatar name or whatever you're using actually in the forum, and you want to change it, I have allowed it to be editable now, so you can go back and edit your own username into, you know, your real name and things like that. Before we had it locked, so I had to go around and change everyone's names, but I've unlocked it now, so the hope that a lot of you who are using whatever else you're using, you'll use your new one and things like that. It's just that purely that's how Flory Models has always done it from day one. It's just because we've got a lot of new members joining us now. We had over 75 members, new members last month alone, join us. So it is that thing that maybe about half of them are using funny names that I haven't got a clue. So it is that thing. Originally I did say that I wouldn't read out or speak to anybody anybody online that is using a nickname or something else that I can't pronounce, obviously I still went around and tried to pronounce names, but if you can change them, I think that'll just make it easier, one for me personally, but also for the group as well. And I think it just makes it a little bit more easier for people to talk to you and various things like that if you've got a real persona instead of an online persona, shall we say, and things. Anyway, as we speak about that, because we've had a lot of people in, I get a lot of questions about people asking me about how to do things. Don't forget, in here, we've got the video help section. Okay, so part one of this one just talks about how the main site works and takes you around the actual main site. Okay, part two talks about the forum, how the forum works, how we use it, and all the various things like that in there. Part three talks about the live chat room and exactly how that all works. Okay, down in there, just like that one. Part four talks about obviously emails, notifications, etc., and all the various inner workings of the site to make it a little bit more enjoyable to you. And then part five talks about the actual way you can upload videos and documentation and that directly to the forum. We do host all images here as well, so you don't need to go off and get a photo bucket account and all things like that. You can actually have them directly embedded, and you can have your own photo albums and galleries and stuff like that attached to your actual forum account as well. All right, so it just makes things a lot easier to do as well. So that's how that actually works. But if you pop into there, it's basically in the forum hints and tips section as well, so it's just here as well. So literally just click into there, okay, and it's the first one up here because I've pinned it. All right, so it's just pinned up there, and you can go in and get up there. What I will be doing, because funnily enough, amazingly, it is the site's first birthday was yesterday. When we moved over to the new site. So wow, that year has absolutely flown by. It only feels like literally last week I was building it and putting it all together. So we've gone into this format and everything else like that. It's been going a year now. So what I'm going to start to do is turn off and disable all the old stuff now, because to be honest, no one uses it anymore anyway. So that lot's all going to be turned off and locked off and all the rest of it, and then it will get deleted literally over the next few months anyway. So everything now should be in the new format. It's been over a year, but it's amazing because I didn't realise, well, I did because I got the email notifications and I got to pay for it again. So that's how I knew we were up. Anyway, moving down, going down. Don't forget, we've got at the end of the show, I've got the gallery with all your great builds from the turkey shoot down in here. So we've got all the ones coming up from the actual one down in there. That's going to be up. What I will do over the weekend, I'll come in and tidy this up and delete this one. We'll move obviously all the aircraft back into the galleries. We'll move obviously all the builds back into the build threads, so forth and so on as we make our way through with that one. Also, I might finally get round to doing the group build ones up here as well. There's another one up here to sort out as well. Anyway, in the meantime, the next one that's going to finish is the Italian job SIG. So don't forget, it's just a SIG on this one, so there's no medals or anything else like that. But that is actually going to end on the December the 31st, obviously the last day of the year. That's down in there. At the moment, it's very quiet on this one, to be honest. We've got 38 entries into that one, so it's not exactly one of our best ones, to be honest. But anyway, we've got 15 finishers. Excuse me. So I'll just pop in here and see if we can dig out some of the new ones. So we've got a 72nd. Very nice. That's the old Italy kit. Wasn't Steve building one of these at one point or something similar? Oh no, I think he did the marsupial. But yes, there we go. Very nice there in the Italian markings. Very nice indeed. Okay, not an easy kit to work with as well. It's got to be Italian, it's got an O on the end. So there we go. Very nice. Gives you an idea of the scale of that one. So yes. Well done, Thomas. Fantastic job. Looking very, very nice indeed. Congratulations. We've got the Italy 205 with that weirdo camo thing on this one as well. Right the way through. Not an easy camo to work with, that one. Very nicely done as well. So you get some nice markings with them, don't you? Cool job on that one. So congratulations on finishing that one right the way through. Nice job. And we've also got a Ferrari. Very nice. This is Keith. Very nice. Nice paint job on that one. Very, very cool. Very nice indeed. Beautiful clean build. Very, very nice. With the engine exposed. All the workings. Great job, Keith, on that particular one. A couple more. F50. This is Dan. Everyone's been busy with the gloss. Outrun. Who remembers Outrun? Wasn't that one of these? The game Outrun. There's a blast from the past. Very nice job indeed. Very cool. Oh, collection going on down there. Great job on that one. And what else we got? We've also got from Rick has done the... which one's that one? That is the 109 G4. Sorry, Hasegawa 48. There we go. Beautiful clean build. Nice photographs. Can't see the tips of the white. Looks like it's been clipped. There you go. It's like a what if. A clipped 109. Oh, hell of a roll rate. Very nice indeed. Very cool. Nice clean build on that one as always there, Rick. And one more. Come along. We've got here from Michael. Lovely Vespa. Do you know what? When I first thought of this, the first thing I thought about was a Vespa. There we go. Beautiful work. Very nice indeed. In the Italian red. Got to be done. Beautiful work. Very, very nice. Very cool. Great job on that one. Lovely finish to your paintwork as well. So well done on that one. So well done that everybody's building on those ones at the moment. So say you got to the end of the month, then obviously I'll do a proper final reveal video and all the workings from that one as well. So there you go. You can post them down in there. You've got a couple more weeks past this one because actually don't forget the Battle of the Bulge one is going to run on until the 25th of January. Actually, the official end date of the Battle of the Bulge. So obviously that one goes on. Then we got the new one later on, which will then be taken off from where this one left over and going to be ended up in Berlin. So talk about a European tour. So anyway, we've got 57 finishes on that one. We've got 173 builds on the go. So you've still got best part of 2 months to whip through on that one and finish all those ones off, guys. So if we can get pushing on with those, that would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget all the ones that actually finish and get down into the reveal section. Everybody gets a medal and a thank you card and the various bits and pieces, all free anywhere where you are in the world. I'll get them all sent off to you. No problem at all with that one. And there we go, looking through. Well done to everybody who's taking part with it. Next year, I've got a great lineup of kits that we're going to be building. I'm already thinking ahead of exactly what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully with me doing a little bit of streamlining and sorting things out as well, I'm going to be getting a lot more builds done this year. But actually, I was looking back what I've done this year, which we'll do in a couple of weeks' time. But actually, yeah, I've produced loads this year, more than ever. So talk about a busy year. But there's a lot more still to come. And hopefully next year, I've got some exciting projects with a few twists and turns in there as well, which should give us a lot of fun builds to follow along with. Last up for us today is to quick have a look at the PM store. Now the PM store is having a little bit of a shift around at the moment and some various things going on. So the new things to talk about is, I'll tell you what, we're starting new arrivals and we'll work our way across. New arrivals, we got a couple of the Gecko models infantry sets down in here, and we got Tank Cruise set. We've got the Twin Pin or the Twin Pioneer, so the South East Asia one down in there. We've got a new version of the Islander in as well down on there, and then obviously all usual suspects that have been in over the last week or two. So that's our new area in. The new thing we've got going on at the moment is the special offers. The special offers are going to run for 1 week. Literally, they're going to run for 1 week only. All right, so once this is finished on next Saturday, that will be it. Okay, they will go back on sale and go back up to full price. We're not just going to be fudging these round. This is a one-time only deal on this one. So what you see here is part of the new system, and then next Saturday it will be changed. New items will be added, and these will go back up to full price. So we've got some little gems down in here. So we've got the new Starfighter up at £34. That's a nice little one down in there. Great kit with the HE111, got the actual winter camo one there, really nice at 38, and then we've got some firm favourites as well down in here, like the Intruder down at 40, so you're saving yourself £6 on there, and various other ones as you can see right the way through. These are all brand new, you know, they're not review samples or anything else like that, they are the latest ones. And then as we were saying, down in here we've got the Centurion, that one's back in stock as well. We've got the Matadors as well, they're back in stock as well. Matt went and got those today. This is Ryfield Models brand new release, literally it's just come out as well for the Sheridan, for the 2-in-1 kit. That only actually came in this week as well, so we've put that one straight up on sale. And if you want to join me for a certain build of a tank that I'll be doing, Well, I'll be honest, I'm doing this one. I'm not doing the one with full interior because I'll be there doing it forever, but I will be doing the Abrams. I've never built a Ryefield models before, so I thought I want to do the Abrams to pay homage back to the old Abrams one I did last time, which was the Tamiya, which was, oh God, a long time ago, 15 years ago now since I did that one. So I thought I'd do right up to date, and we're going to do this one. So in the new year, I will be tackling that kit. I've got one for me, you see, right the way through. Right the way up till we got the Sherman as well. Great kit as well, saving yourself £8 on there. Remember, these prices only stay here for 1 week and then they go. That's it. They'll go back up to full price and then they probably won't come back in here again. All right. And then next week, every Saturday, we'll be updating it with brand new kits in this section as you make your way through. They can be quite limited as well. I've just noticed that one sold out already and it wasn't 10 minutes ago. It was still there. So yes, there we go. So keep an eye on those ones. If you want to grab yourself a bargain, just come over to the store at pmmodelsuk.com. Okay, and then just go into the special offers area. Got the second-hand area. These either are second-hand kits or they are my old review samples. So that one's my review one and that was my review one as well, and a few other kits down in here that we might have just dented boxes or seconds and things like that as well. So that's our second-hand area down in there, just like that. All right, other thing just to mention is Hataka. We've got a lot of Hataka paints in now. Matt's going to be spending, and I think Andy tomorrow, putting all of these up online. So this area is going to expand massively tomorrow. Okay, so we've got a lot more Hataka paints coming in. These are the single bottles, so you don't have to buy the sets. These are just the single bottles. We do all the singles in lacquer. And we've had a full restock, as you can see, of all the box sets as well. So all the box sets are in. Okay, so if you want to grab yourself any of the Hataka lacquers, they are all in there as well, making your way through. So you can see loads of stuff going down in there. That's going to get a full makeover tomorrow, so if you want to keep on that one tomorrow, you'll see loads of it down in there. Last up to mention, the actual Flory models. Hold on, let me just bring mine up because I'm slightly out the curve here. Just bang in stock because they came in with this lot actually with the actual polishing sponges, and I forgot to mention it, but I've got loads of people emailing me all the time about when they're going to be in stock. We've got the starter set, the $9.99 bargain starter set is back in stock as well. They've come in today, and also we got these back in stock as well, which is a triple pack of Sanders, the actual normal medium ones as well. We've been out of stock of those ones because, to be honest, they both got stripped out at Telford and we haven't had any more since. But anyway, they are back in stock now, so for the first time in ages, we've got stocks of absolutely everything is now fully back in stock, okay, which is now brilliant. So guess what I'm doing all weekend? I'm making up Sander packs. Rock and roll. But I am going to be doing a little bit to this guy as well, so you can catch up with that one. Anyway, that's it from me this week. Happy modelling, take care. As always on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the last weekend's turkey shoot. So we got the gallery from that. So till Monday, everybody, happy modelling, take care.